Man, that was a bit of a lucky one. The Ducks just didn't have the goaltending in this one. It was weird. Really? You can't believe the Ducks had goaltending problems? Yeah, I mean, the Ducks have had solid goaltending for basically as long as I can remember. You know the Leafs traded Vesatoskala to these guys, right? You know, you got the point. Woo! Are you just gonna get hammered? Get me a toaster. Magic Angel Robot from Winnipeg! What the hell are you talking about? This team is ruining my life! Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? The Leafs win! 6-2 over the Anaheim Ducks. They used to be the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, but now they are just the Anaheim Ducks who are mighty. Not in this one. Alright, let me just start by saying I'm sorry for how late this video is. People always tweet me or leave a comment, do you sleep? No, what would I do that for? Being awake is too much fun! But as a result, every now and then I fall into a Snow White-like coma. So because the time this video is going up is a little different, let's just make this video a little different. I've gotten some comments recently like, man, you're too goofy, man. You must be new here. Man, I just make these videos how I feel like making them. And today I want to talk about some of the finer points of this game, and I want to talk about the Leafs as a whole this season. Let's go. Man, the Leafs were outshot in every scenario in this game. They were outshot 33-23 at even strength, outshot 6-4 on the power play, and the Leafs had 0 shorthanded shots, which isn't a huge deal, but the Ducks had 3 and a goal. That's not good, that's bad. But the difference was Jonathan Bernier was heroic. And as much as the Leafs weren't great defensively, the Ducks weren't either. The Leafs scored 6 goals, they could have had like 10. Before the Leafs even get on the board, there's a mad scramble in front, oh, crazy Gardner has a chance, it's almost 1-0. Even on the first goal, JVR in the corner, oh, shuffling in front, oh, there's all sorts of craziness and pandemonium in front. So what does Bozak have to do? Boop! That was the easiest goal of Tyler Bozak's career. And again, the Leafs weren't defensive saints in the first period, and Bernier had to bail the Leafs out a lot more than Anderson had to bail the Ducks out, but the Ducks were not perfect. And then the Lupul goal was magic. Holland, Holzer, Lupul, thanks! Lupul wasted no time getting that shot off, and it was actually very courteous, because Anderson has started, what, 20 straight games? I mean, the guy's gotta be tired, and moreover, the guy has to be hot. Lupul only shot that puck just so Anderson could feel the breeze of it. Joffrey Lupul, what a guy. Then the Leafs' good fortune this game seems to turn around with just a garbage fire of a shorthanded goal. Phaneuf skating backwards like, alright, I got this guy. Wait a minute, what do you mean I have no help? And I mean, Bernier has given up better goals. But with his performance in the rest of the game, you can't really say much, can you? Third period, Leafs need to thank their lucky stars that they're up 2-1. This is maybe where Anderson should have got pulled. He couldn't get over in time on the Lupul goal. David Booth flies behind the net, tries to wrap around like it's the 90s, banks the puck in, and it's 3-1 Leafs. If you're Anderson, how don't you get over in time for that? This is why I'm always just hammering home the idea of having 2 good goalies. Sorry, at least 2 good goalies. If you have a good goalie, I don't care how good that goalie is, they shouldn't be starting that many consecutive games. And you get people going, oh, well, what about the playoffs? Can we at least agree that the structure of the playoffs makes it a little different? Thank you. Winding down the game, Kadri's goal. You're filthy. You dirty, dirty man. Little toe drag, little snipe, and one of the best sellies in the entire league. It's even better if you imagine him going pew 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 pew. Kessler scores, but we don't care about that. Phil Kessel gets 2 on Ilya Bryzgalov to bury it, and the Leafs are 10-1-1 in their last dozen. 10-1-1 since they lost 9-2 to Nashville. Just a little aside, that week changed the course of the season for 2 teams. One, the Leafs lose 9-2 to Nashville, then go on a 10-1-1 run, which may or may not be over. But some people forget about the 6-2 loss to Buffalo the game before for the Leafs. That game started a streak where they have won 10 of their last 14. I want to say that again just so you make sure you didn't mishear it. Buffalo has won 10 of their last 14 games. They hate Connor McDavid. Remember when they were supposed to be last? They're 7 spots and 9 points out of last. But anyway, they're not the Leafs, so screw them. Let's get back to the Leafs. The Leafs are just firing on all cylinders, and to drive that point home, they have 5 players with 20 points or more. Quickly, name those players. Okay, Kessel, Bozak, JVR, whatever. That's easy. Mike Santorelli has 22 points, averaging just 14 minutes and 20 seconds a game. And the other guy is the slumping and awful and must be traded Nazem Kadri. Guy's 12th in ice time on the team, but 5th in goals and 5th in points. And 1 point behind Kadri with 19, another guy who's awful and has to be traded, Cody Franzen. So dare I say, those 2 are huge contributors to why the Leafs are winning games. Not to mention Jonathan Bernier has been stealing the show. So not to burst anyone's bubble, because the Leafs are 10-1-1 in their last 12, but the last 3 guys I just mentioned, Kadri, Franzen, and Bernier, what do they all have in common? They play for the Leafs. They're all Canadian. Hey, Don Cherry would like that. But most importantly, all of their contracts are up at the end of the season. Leafs management has some hard decisions to make. In the meantime, for the players, just keep winning. Which brings me to the next game, and I'll end on this note. The Leafs, 10-1-1, hot as a pistol. They beat the high and mighty Anaheim Ducks, and next game they get the last place in the entire league, Carolina Hurricanes. Leaf fans who have seen this movie before here. Is this not exactly the kind of game you would expect them to lose? Oh, please be wrong. Please be wrong, Steve. Just please. Let me know what you think. So that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Brand new Panago Pizza Steve Dangle podcast underneath. And I will see you next time when hopefully the Leafs don't lose to the last place team. Really? You can't believe the Ducks had... Motherfucker.